Defense number 5, Hunter in all. Starting forward, number 20, Carter Crowley. Starting forward, number 11, Edwin Leon. And starting center for the Eagles, number 13, Ash Sigmund. Now the ball over to the Eagles, coached by Andrew Powell and Chris. Now starting off the head coach in the Woodbury record, starting goal for 88, Jacob Selhar. On defense number 8, Henry Sickett. On defense number 16, Logan Ryan. At forward number 10, Parker Gorley. At forward number 22, Tristan Will. And starting at center with the Predators, number 14, Charlie Cole. Now let's welcome up the rest of the Predators. The Predators are coached by Matt Sickett, Rick Miller, and Morel C. Nelson Cole. It is now the end of the fighting of the Spartan.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. You're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure. When you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Good morning and welcome to quarterfinal Saturday here from the Big Pumpkin in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm Tony Scott, founder and publisher of Youth Hockey Hub. The YHH Pumpkin is here. That means hockey season for real is upon us. And we have ourselves a battle east and west of the metro area down here in Rochester. Woodbury, the #1 seed, takes on upstart #9 seed Eden Prairie. EP wins 2 games yesterday, one over Omaha in the 10 o'clock hour. Then last night they knocked off Rogers to make their way into the quarterfinals. Coach Andrew McLeod has the squad buzzing as usual. Shot, oh, big save early, shot, oh wow. Woodbury right out of the gate. 2 shots on goal on Matt Scott. And we'll be calling Mr. Scott's name a lot today, no relation to the announcer. Connor Crowley gets the puck into the zone, and Henrik Sikic controls it behind his net. Long feed, good pass, good catch too. Gorlitz. Deeks knocked off the puck. Logan Will gets it in low. And breaking out is Tucker. Tucker gets caught by Crowley. Crowley kind of laid a block for him on Will unintentionally. And they're able to get a half a line change. 1 minute into the first period. Here's Will. Down low, gets it. Looks to the point. Quick shot, Ryan's shot. Goes wide of the net. And here's DeGrizel. Behind the net for Eden Prairie. DeGriselle gets the first kid to the rink award. He was 2+ hours early to the pumpkin. Tell me he wasn't excited. EP struggling now to get it out of the zone. This is Turner, Connor Turner. Feeds to the half wall. Trying to get it out unsuccessfully is Munzel. And again, good pressure by Woodbury. Quick shot. That one goes just wide. That's by Kaiser. Now another shot. It's like a shooting gallery. Nelson backdoor. Oh, wow. What a pretty pass by Everett Nelson to the back door, and Woodbury forward couldn't finish. Munzel trapped. Another hold in. Here's Morrell. They're going to score here. Nelson back door. Rips a wrist shot. That one goes wide. And now Woodbury just taking up camp in the Eden Prairie zone. Munzel's able to finally get one out after his third attempt. Petarski now down low. No, Petronik, sorry. Long feed to Nelson. Nelson head up, quick shot. Matt Scott blockers that one kind of awkwardly into the netting, and we get our first whistle with 11:13 to go here in the first. All Woodbury. EP's barely gotten it into the Woodbury zone. 3 really good lines for the Predators. Sikic holds it, feeds it across into the skates of Dornfeld. Here comes Woodbury for some more. Cutting through, Matt Scott jumps on that one. And another save added to his record. And a face-off to his glove side. Sikic flips one toward the net, patted away by Scott. And there's Petarski. He feeds it back to Dornfeld. Sikic in transition. Is cut off. Nice play by Grzewski. And here comes Faulkner back. Faulkner, quick shot. And a big hard hit into the boards, and the shoulder shrug from Luke Elvacrog. He'll go to the box for a body check. 10:17 to go here in the first. Check from behind. Ooh, that's going to be a 2 and a 10. We're going to need another Eden Prairie skater to go serve as 2 minutes, while Elvacrog will sit for 12. Logan Will on the draw. Back to the point, Morrell. Ooh, fans on it. Getting it deep is Kaiser. Morrell holds it, slides it across. One-timer, Nelson, nice pad save. Another shot. 2 quick shots right in a row on Scott. Morrell back to the point. Quick shot, that one goes wide. All the way out in the neutral zone, Morrell. He'll bring it north and south, cut off nicely. Created enough there by the Eagles. Will Petronak, wide open shot from in the cookie jar there, goes just wide. Morrell searches, shot, another pad save. Fed in front, that one goes out to the point, held in by Morrell. They're just having their way with Eden Prairie right now on the perimeter. Can't quite get that second opportunity, which they're going to need to beat Matt Scott. EP rims it out. And they get 3 defenders into their fresh defenders into their penalty kill. Sarno pins it against the back wall. Petronek digging it. Nelson digging it for the Predators. Still more digging. Penalties fully killed. Couple shots on net there. Poked away by EP's goaltender Matt Scott. Another chance. And Scott catches that one. I love Robin Cook, but he is really stingy with his shots on goal. There was probably 5 or 6 pucks that would have gone in the net there that went unrecorded. I'm thinking it's like 12-0 shots on goal. Robin's got it at 7. The key statistic there is 0 for Eden Prairie at this point. They're still caught in bed at the Even Hotel here in Rochester. Got a chance to catch up with a few of the parents from Eden Prairie. They're having a good time. They're 2-0 so far. They're going to have to really master the defensive zone at this point of this game and then work themselves into some offensive opportunities as they come available. I'm certain we're going to be able to, we're going to get another penalty. This one's on Derek Erasmus for either a hook or a slash. He'll go visit his buddy Elvakrog in the bench. And yes, it's a hook. Minute 30 for Erasmus. And here comes the Woodbury power play. They win it. Petronek gets it back to Morrell. That's not fair. Those two defensemen. High feed to Will. He shoots it 11 feet over the net. It fascinates me how quickly these kids can lift the puck from such a short distance. Kaiser intercepted though by Munsell, who chips it out to neutral. And Morrell will sweep back into his own zone, finds Petronek. Petronek will bring it up the center. He'll take it all the way undefended, feeds in front, and finally defended nicely by DeGrizel. And EP will fire this one down. They'll get an icing, clean things up a little bit, bring out a fresh set of penalty killers. Still looking for their first shot on goal. Kind of hard when you're in the box for 3 of the first 7 minutes. Pohl and Faulkner discussing a face-off play. That was foiled by DeGrizel, who wins the draw. Goes into the corner, finds Sylvia. And EP can't clear. Oh, but Woodbury clears it for themselves. Crawley breaks loose. Got a little bit of a mini break. Can't quite get yeah. Carter couldn't get the snapshot off. Fanned on it. Then Sikic chopped him. Draws a penalty, and then he gets the shot off. And Sebahar makes the save. Now we are even 4-on-4 for 20 seconds, and then EP will have a 1-minute, 10-second power play, provided there's no other penalties, and the clock just went out. Now it's back up. That was a bit scary. We had a Zamboni go out yesterday on rink 3 as a tournament director. Not your favorite problem to solve. Here's Will, takes it wide. Holds it. Now he's going on the merry-go-round all the way around the rink. Looking pretty, but getting nothing done. He's like on his 720. He went around the rink twice. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Tucker to Crowley. Crowley feeds it into the skates of Erasmus, who's out of the box. Nelson, he'll take it wide. Gets clipped a bit. DeGrizel feeds it through, picked off by Will. Bounces onto Sarno's stick. Sarno, his puck's picked off by Petronak. Will, shot on, pad save Scott. Morrell feeds it through to Will. Jumping on top of it is Matt Scott. And we get a whistle with 24 seconds to go on the Eden Prairie power play. Shots on goal, 9-1. I'd argue that it's even greater than that. 5:46 remaining here in the first. Crowley. Crowley there are two Crowleys, one from Woodbury and one from EP, no relation. Long feed. Crossing the red line, intercepted by Ryan. Sarno picks up the loose puck for EP, fires a long one off the skate of Adams. Adams taken away. Will storms through, wrist shot, and a blocker save by Scott. That's his best save and one of the best opportunities for Woodbury at this point in the game. Woodbury has not won the Big Pumpkin. They are the #1 seed in the tournament. Could this be their year? Face off to the left of Matt Scott. Kaiser's going to get tossed. A late line change will get your center tossed out every time. Nelson now in on the draw. Munsell. Can't get it out. And they finally get it out to neutral, where Dornfeld chips it into the zone. Icing waved off. It was technically behind the red line. Munsell feeds it, hits off the stick of Heller. Heller's got some good wheels. Saw him yesterday in their Omaha game. Now cutting forward is Crowley. Shot, pad save by Scott. And back comes Munsell. Brings it out, wrist shot. Ooh, that hit the post. Ooh, that caught the attention of the Woodbury fans and EP fans. They're like, ooh. Now Sikic. Nelson hops his stick. Turner tries to get in, but a little premature at 3:54 to go in the first. Thanks to our sponsors, Lots of Matza Pizza, for bringing us today's game and the tournament. We'll have a lot of Lots of Matza content for our hockey fans this year. Lots of Matza sauce of the week. Some good passes we're going to give some credit to as the season progresses. Lots of Matza player of the game. Here comes Crowley. Takes it wide. Fires it. Knocked away. Good defensive play. By the Preds. Here's Morrell. This isn't even fair how good he is. Feeds it to Pohl. Pohl. Morrell on the center drive. That's intercepted by Will. That was a risk reward, and the risk did not pay off. Flipped on net save, Matt Scott. He has had a whale of a first period. Long feed. Here comes Crowley. He's getting a little suck hole there. Gets through. Fakes. Turns to his backhand. EP's on a line change. He gets off the ice. And EP's got a fresh 5 out there. Here's Will. Will. Gorlitz, that's picked off by Pektarski. And Woodbury continues to just apply a lot of pressure on Woodbury. They've had a few good chances. And Brown intercepted in and out. Good call by the ref because that was really, really close. Kostelic couldn't quite get it in. Couldn't get it before it crossed the line. 2:08 to go here in the first. No score between Woodbury at Eden Prairie. Gruszewski gets it into the zone. Faulkner enters the zone. And Woodbury takes up their spot in the offensive zone where they've been, seems like, the entire game. Sarno fakes to his forehand, goes to his backhand. Cut off nicely by Kostelic. Now bringing it out is Tiago Gruszewski. What a name. He gets it in deep, and we get a slash. I didn't see that one. And it's going to be on Woodbury. So we'll get a face-off to Jacob Sebahar's left. The slashing offense by Wendell Faulkner. Woodbury clears it, but to nobody, and that'll be an icing on the Predators. Another face-off. This one to the blocker side of Sebahar. Sylvia on the draw. Back to the point, tipped out by Will. Almost a 2-on-0 for Woodbury. And it turns into an offsides and a face-off in the neutral zone. .108 to go in the power play. Not much, a couple whistles, not much has happened here yet for EP. Will gets it, shorthanded. He'll come up the near side. Takes it wide on Sarno. Will feeds it down low from Petronak. Sarno breaking it out for EP. Sylvia bumped off the puck. Here comes Will. Will makes a couple moves, defended nicely, but the penalty kill going very well for Woodbury at this point. Quick shot and a glove save by Matt Scott. With 4 seconds to go. And Woodbury pulls their goalie. I love this. No goalie in there, and they're going to go 5-on-5. I get it when it's 6-on-5. I'm not sure what advantage here they get. They have 6 skaters on the ice. They have too many men on the ice right now. With 4 seconds to go. Nelson on the draw, feeds it in. And it just gets caught in the skates, and that'll do it. for period number 1. All Woodbury, they lead on the shots on goal department, but not on the scoreboard. We'll be back here in a minute after a word from our sponsor.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably those 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brew Pub.
All right, puck is down for period number 2. Petronek to Crowley. And Matt Scott jumps on that with a 9 to go on their power play. Kaiser will take the draw. Good block there, picked up Petronek. Zooms in. Toe save by Matt Scott. Fed back to the point. Morrell shot. Another pad save by Scott. Poked loose. Pecked to the high slot. Kaiser's shot blocked. Ooh, pokes it out. Here's Munzel. A little 2-on-1 with Heller. Shot. That one goes over the crossbar. And now we're going to get a breakout. Ooh, great opportunity thwarted there. Nelson had a chance. Kaiser, the wrist shot just wide of the net. Heller, thwarted by Petronek. De Grizel. Gets it up to Munzel. Munzel fires this one into the zone, but a few feet behind the red line. Gets them an icing call. 12:43 to go here in the second period. Shots on goal technically 14-1, but I'm saying it's closer to 20 at this point. Face off to the left of Scott. Sikic gets it at the point, feeds it into Will. Will goes down. Ooh, wide open in the back door was Gorlitz. And here comes Crowley back. He'll take it wide. Nice play, gets it too far though. Fires this one off the side of it's the side of the goalpost, but I wouldn't call that a true pipe shot. I think he was trying to feed it off the back of Sebahar. Gorlitz will bring it in. Feeds it to Pole, wrist shot. Pole again through the crease. And holding it in nicely is Will. He's had a nice game today. Backdoor. That was Petronek. This one comes all the way out. Icing called at 11:46 to go here in the first. Wrist shot. Pad save by Scott. Feeding it to the high slot. Crowley couldn't get it. Now Petarski. Back low for Gorlitz. Faulkner's got it. Faulkner, wrist shot, and right into the chest protector of Matt Scott. The shots are just super high right now, 18-1, and I think the kids from Eden Prairie can see that. It gets demoralizing after a while. They look up and look at the time on the clock, and you can't miss these shots on goal, 18-1 or whatever they are. But they're hanging in there, still 0-0. Erasmus, Munsell gets it in. Down low. We're gonna get a penalty on Woodbury. I don't know if this is gonna be a body check. Not a check from behind. Now the penalties are starting to even out, but got a ways to go. For some pressure from Eden Prairie. The check was kind of out of my blind side there. In the corner. I didn't see the play, but their referee and coach are having a discussion. This looks pretty civil. And we got a Eden Prairie power play. Back to the point, Sarno. And the aggressive Woodbury Predators just grab the puck and go. Now Nelson crosses the line, tries to get a little snapshot off, can't get it. Go into the corner. Woodbury on the penalty kill, possessing the puck. Logan Will crosses the red line into the zone, firing, save Matt Scott. Ooh, I would have called that a penalty. Logan Will just tosses. Oh, and now a penalty on EP for a trip. Oh, wow. Now a unsportsmanlike. Wow, the things just went south for EP there. Will ragdolls one of the EP guys. Right? Should have been a penalty. Then a trip on Erasmus. And he kind of got into the face of the ref. And not what you need. Your game is just fine. It's 0-0. You're just fine. Yeah, and I think Andrew McLeod said, hey, what's with the ragdoll? Will just threw one of the defenders like a sack of potatoes to the ice. And they get a trip. And then I believe it was, Erasmus. Sarno and Erasmus over in that penalty box with, we'll call them temper tantrums in the tunnel. Maybe the minute 30 is good for them, but it's not going to be good for EP. This 4-on-3 means there's a lot of ice for EP and a lot to defend for EP. Shot, pad save, Scott. Morrell at the top of the umbrella. Feeds Nelson. Tries a one-time slap shot from 97 feet out. Not where you want a good play by Crowley there. Wow, dives and pokes it in. And now he's going after. He's going aggressive. Nelson. Long feed to Tronak. Morrell, excuse me. Now it's 5-on-3. Petronak, slap shot, blocker save. They need to get that puck into the cooking jar. These perimeter shots are all just what the doctor ordered for Matt Scott. Backdoor, Scott's open, a big save! Oh, and now Nelson flips it over a wide open net into the netting. Woo-hoo-hoo! See, it's plays like that. And the thing about it is, the big save by Matt Scott there, he fell short of where he wanted to fall. There was wide open net, but he did get his glove on it. And we get because the puck was shot over into the netting by the offensive team, we get a face-off in the neutral zone. Still 5-on-3 for 23 seconds. Morrell on the perimeter. Now they got someone down low. That's how you're gonna score on this guy. Hucks low, and they get it out. Good play. Eden Prairie successfully kills the 5-on-3. Here comes Will. Tucker on him, fed through the center. Nelson after it. Nelson. Intercepted. Sarno. Feeds it out. Picked off by Morrell. Now Munsell, 2-on-1. He's got it. Heller. And it's picked off by Kaiser. Kaiser to Morrell. Morrell will bring it up, 2-on-2. Cuts through, wrist shot. That one goes wide. We are in the quarterfinals of the first game of the quarterfinals here in the Pumpkin. All Woodbury so far in possession and shots on goal, but still 0-0. And they call that an ice. Ugh. I thought Sikic could have played that one or had good opportunity to play it. They call it an icing. I'll probably say this several times today and the remaining of my broadcasts. It doesn't matter what I think. There's two guys down there with black and white striped jerseys that have the final say. DeGerzel. Putting on a stick handling clinic down behind his net. And he finally loses the puck. One-timer in front. Ooh, wide open in front. Was Kostelic. If you notice, I'm not getting as many of the Woodbury players' names as quickly as I'd like. They have their practice jerseys on. Their regular jerseys haven't come through the manufacturing process, which is par for the course for Woodbury over the years. Another good save there by Matt Scott. So these practice jerseys don't have numbers on the sleeves, where all, like Eden Prairie's got the numbers on the sleeves, which makes it easy. So when a player turns his back, I can't tell who it is without those numbers on the sleeves. It's tricky. Good save by Matt Scott. Technically his 23rd given by Robin Cook. I'd still say it's over 30 in my opinion. Will enters the zone, wrist shot, save Matt Scott. Fires one out. Good back check there by Will. Ooh, not so good back check. Get a hook on Logan Will. And they call a hook on that. And these referees loving the penalty calls. There's been a lot of penalties, I'll just say. And EP will go on the power play. Sylvia. And now, what happens when you start calling a lot of penalties, then the whining for more occurs. Both benches, not just, and both fan bases. Back to the point, Elva Krog. He's got it. Can he get a shot on goal? Good defense, shot in, trickling through the crease. Elva Krog holds the zone. Gets tied up by Gorlitz. Now on the half wall, Crowley feeding in front, one-timer. Wow, good chance, now a chance, Crowley shot, goal! Carter Crowley gives Eden Prairie a 1-0 lead. It's about to happen, it's bound to happen. Just hanging around Eden Prairie. They got great goaltending. And a lot of Woodbury's possession and shots are coming from the perimeter, which is exactly what Matt Scott wants. He doesn't want to make 3 saves like he made a few minutes ago. He wants those nice long shots, and I think we're going to start to see we'll see a strategy change by Woodbury. They're going to get a lot more aggressive here and get those pucks to net. It won't be as pretty. It's going to get gritty versus pretty. Now another chance. Here comes Munzel. Goes through the defender, gets by, gets pushed down. Now Eden Prairie wants a call on that. That's not a penalty. Not a penalty on Woodbury. Nelson breaks it out. They got the exact guy out there they need. Everett Nelson, just an aggressive, gritty kid. Now Munzel again. Things have definitely opened up. Heller open. Can Munzel find him? Passes it back door, just off the mark. Would that be something? Wow, would that be something? Had they scored again, we're going to get another penalty. Heller dragged down, and Woodbury go on the power play again. Holy smokes, didn't see that one. EP on the power play with the lead. Elvacrog, confident with it. At the point, holds it in. Gets it deep. Sikic after it. Can't get it out. Held in by Elvacrog. Puck's down low. Comes out and hits off the skate of Will. Ryan tries to clear it. Now Will just softly bank it out of the zone. Elvacrog after it. Makes a nice deke. Makes another move. Feeds it to Erasmus. Erasmus back to Elvacrog. Elvacrog. Good hands. Feeds Crowley. Crowley back to Elvacrog. Crowley with it. One pass. One touch pass to Elvacrog. Elvacrog's got some options now. Feeds it. Wrist shot. Hits some traffic and gets in net. Make good save by Sebahar. Down low. 33 to go on the power play. Here's Elvacrog. Fed down low. Crowley back to Elvacrog. A wrist shot. Hits a shin pad and goes into the near corner. Crowley flips it low. Smart play. Picking up Ryan. Can they put a good forecheck on him? Sikic tries to clear it. They able to hold the zone. Now Crowley backdoor. Good save by Sebahar on Sylvia there. Woohoo! What a save. Good play. Not a great power play, but they did get what they wanted. 1 or 2 good chances. Kaiser can't control it. Now Crowley open. Oh, they can't get it to him. Now Erasmus cutting through. He's pushed to the ice. Woodbury now full strength, under 3 to go. 2:56 in the second. Jack Kaiser with it. Holds it, finds Will. Will holds the zone. Will, one of 3 returners from last year's state tournament Woodbury team. They may have taken the consolation championship last year. There's so many good peewees in Woodbury last year. Will, wrist shot. That one goes just wide. Fed in front, taken away. And Woodbury will clear it out. This one's going to go wide of the net for icing with 2:18 to go. Woodbury trailing Eden Prairie 1-0 with 2:18 to go. Looks like we got Edina Stillwater, the 4-5 matchup. Following this 1-9 matchup. means we'll have the 3-6 and the 2-7 seeds later on this morning. Back to the point, just past Petronic. He'll feed Morrell. Morrell, head up. Cross-ice feed to Nelson off of his stick, picked up by Turner. EP after that goal, just so much more confident. Here's Crowley. Crowley through the middle to Sylvia. He can't control it. Back in front, just off the mark. Here's Nelson. DeGrazel. Pass is intercepted by Morrell. Morrell enters the zone. Good poke check there by Turner. Back to the point. Petronic all day. Shot from the perimeter. Blocker save by Matt Scott. His 25th. Turner rims it. Held in by Morrell. And Turner gets it. He'll flip it all the way out. We got a little 2-on-1 with Crowley and Sylvia. Feeds it through. Sylvia can't get his stick on it. Pokes it through. Now a long feed. Here's Logan Will. Wrist shot. Goal! 56 seconds to go in the second period, and we are all square. Logan Will gets loose and beats Matt Scott. Bar in, literally bar in. Hit the inside of that vertical post and into the net, and we're tied 1-1. Great opportunity the other way. 2-on-1, maybe even a 3-on-1 for EP. Turns into a stretch pass to Will, and we're tied at 1. Here's Morrell. Comes in, fires. Morrell with the stretch pass. We got the puck on the stick again. Shot, hits some traffic. This one goes wide. 23 to go in the period. Now EP just needs to escape this period to get to that break. They clear it. That's going to be icing with about 11.5 seconds to go. Shots 27-5. Coach Zach Sikic urging all of his players to push up. And EP wins the draw. They'll just try to eat it here in the last 5 seconds, and they successfully do that. And that'll do it for period 2. We'll be back here in just a minute. Score 1-1 between Woodbury and Eden Prairie in the quarterfinals of the Big Pumpkin.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of.
We are back for period 3. Can Eden Prairie pull off a massive upset? Granted, it is Woodbury and it is Eden Prairie. These aren't exactly Cinderella stories, either one of them, with the talent they have, but the fact that how much Eden Prairie is outplayed in the first period and a half, it makes it somewhat of an upset. Poking it through. Here's Gorlitz's backdoor save, Matt Scott. Munsell loses it to Gorlitz. Gorlitz sneaks it through to Pohl. Will goes down. And that looked like a little bit of a penalty there, no call. Poking up is Sikic. Pohl leans in. Poked off the puck. Good chance there for Gorlitz. Gorlitz in the corner. Good hands. Feeds it through the blue paint. It's picked up by Ehoff. And goes into the zone. That's going to be an offside. 12:35 to go. Nelson enters the zone. Let's go back to the point. Pad save by Scott. Another shot. That's Dornfeld off the skate into the corner. Crowley. Luke Crowley for Woodbury. Not to be confused with Carter Crowley. They're both on the ice at the same time. DeGrazel feeds it across. Turner gets it cut off. Petronak looking for Crowley. It's intercepted. They clear it. Dornfeld can't catch up to it. Now Crowley's going to go race him down. Man, Carter Crowley skates with such ease. Feeding it through. Poked off the puck. Battling for it. They go in the corner. Good battle, picked up by Kostelic. Now Tucker flips it out to neutral. Morrell poked off the puck. Picked up by Kostelic. Kostelic feeds it through. There's Nelson now. Nelson leans into the zone with it. He's cut off by Grzeski. Grzeski with it. He's cut off, picked up off the skates. Morrell now skates in 1-on-2. Drew Morrell, wrist shot. Save made. And we're going to need a penalty on Woodbury, on Morrell. I think it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, the call. Elbow on Morrell. This is how they scored. This is how Woodbury scored. It was when they got the power play, and these referees have been doling out power plays. Sylvia wins the draw, gets it back. Elvacrog, Sarno, wrist shot. Oh, good opportunity. And Sabahar makes the save. They did change goalies. I can't see the numbers. There's nothing on the sleeves. So it could be Morrison. I don't know, but they announced Sebahar. It's going to take me a little effort to see if it is, in fact, Morrison. Will breaks in. He's cut off. Now here comes Crowley back. Dynamic left-hander. Slips it to Sylvia. Back to Sarno. Sarno. Elva Krog feeds it through. Here's Erasmus. Down to Crowley. Crowley scoops it over to Erasmussen. Rasmus gets it. Now Elva Krog with it. Logan Will cutting him off. Crowley back to Elva Krog. One touch to Crowley, hits off his skate. I think that's the play. You want to enter it with him. Tipped. That one goes just wide. Sylvia. Back to Elva Krog. Into Crowley. Crowley. Back. Ooh, just off the mark. And Nelson gets by his man. Cutting in Nelson. Everett Nelson. There's 2 hooks there. No call. They finally get it. And Nelson pushed Sarno to the ground. It's Elva Krog. 2 minutes for a hook. I hooked him like 3 times. Hard to stop that Everett Nelson kid. Holy smokes. He's a freight train. So in 8 seconds, Woodbury will go on the power play. Score still remains 1-1. Four on four. Kaiser wins the draw back to Dornfeld. Shot tipped into the corner. Battle along the wall. Petronek gets it in. Minute 15 to go, power play. Dornfeld rips one right on net. Save Matt Scott. Oh, good chance there for Munzel. He overskates it. Nelson slides it down to Petronek. Petronek backdoor shot. Glove save, Matt Scott. Wow. The big fella flashes some leather there. Another big save. He's made several. That was a big one. He had one where he was literally falling in the crease and was able to knock it down with his glove hand. Munzel clears the zone. Soft little shot out into the D zone. Petronek picks it up. Finds Morrell. 2 right-handed defenders. Another wrist shot by Jack Kaiser. From the high slot. Glove save. For Matt Scott, 33 saves. Morrell. Shot in, Pat Scott, another save. And this time it's broken up by Sylvia. No way, wow. They call a trip. That's a terrible call. I don't care where you're standing and whose final decision is. Well, that was a bad call. Nelson called for a trip. And that evens things out on that power play. And in 21 seconds, Eden Prairie will go on the power play. I'd like to see how many minutes of 5-on-5 we played today. It's not many. I mean, we're not in the 30 penalty range. I've seen games like that before, but there's been a lot of 4-on-4. A lot of 4-on-4. And now, you know, Zach Zikic is probably saying what I'm saying right now, like, just let the kids play. That was not a penalty. I think the player, Nelson, grazed Sylvia. Sylvia went down and he retained possession of the puck. It's not like he was created a goal-scoring opportunity. As an official, as a USA Hockey certified official, I would have not called that. I'll say that right now. That's not. Yes, this just in. Justin Moss, my producer, just learned that I am now a USA Hockey certified official. I've yet to ref a game though. My schedule's a little booked. I will get some games though. I will get some games. There is no doubt I'm going to carve out 10, 20 games this year. What's that? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. Minute 7 on the Nelson penalty. And we get a timeout by Eden Prairie. And we will take a short break. We'll be back in just a minute here on YHH.
Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza.
Woodbury, shorthanded, enters the zone. Morrell tripped up. Now Sylvia with Crowley. Crowley's really good at laying the block. A little interference each time. I'm not even sure he knows he's doing it, but he's done it like 2 or 3 times. A really good eye would catch that. Crowley in the corner, looks. Gets it back to Elvacrog, the quarterback. Holds it. Feeds back to Sarno. Sarno fans on it, but he gets it back. Held. No, he doesn't hold it in. There's Elvacrog. He'll go back with 12 to go. Will hunt him down like a lion. He's coming after him. Elvacrog gets rid of it. Will is just so big and so strong and so skilled. Here he goes. He takes it away from Elvacrog. Battles it. In the skates. Crowley, Luke Crowley. Tries to flip it in front, picked up by Elvacrog. Hits the ref in the skate. Back to the point. This isn't who you want. The puck on the stick. Will with a rifles it over the net. Morrell. Shot on. Kicked into the corner by Elvacrog. 6 minutes to go. Luke Crowley with it. Back to Petronek. Petronek feeds center. Good chance here by Will. That one scoops it just wide. Crowley with it. We got an injured Eagle on the ice. Oh, wow. And another penalty coming up on Woodbury. And a roughing call on Will. They must have got tangled up in front. We've seen Will, really rough some kids up here today. He's the bruiser. He said he was the guy who ragdolled the EP defender behind the net. I met him yesterday. I met his mom yesterday in the lobby, who is a cousin or first cousin of one of my best friends, Joe Janis. We were at Joe's dad's funeral, and she recognized me there and came up and said, how do you, I know Joe, and so I got to meet Logan and the family, and, excuse me, Tristan. And it's fun to make that connection. Here comes EP. Five minutes to go in this one. Score tied 1-1. Nelson shot. That's blocked. Morrell leans in. Leaves it. Back pot shot. Oh! Okay, quick shot on net. Scott makes the save. He doesn't secure it. It scoots out and the referee blows the whistle erroneously. He did not see it, and Matt Scott's made some saves today. And he got one there. He got a break there. 4:52, 46 to go in the Eden Prairie power play. Sarno chased by Nelson. Alva Krog feeds Crowley. Carter Crowley. Here's Erasmus. Enters the zone. Sylvia gets it back to Alva Krog. Alva Krog to Sarno. Rips one. Good save by Sebahar. We're getting icing on Woodbury. 18 seconds to go. .423 to go in the game. 18 on the power play. Sylvia's won a lot of face-offs. I've just jinxed them, I'm sure. Yep, I did. Tronic flips it to Petarski. He gets it all the way out, and they'll call icing. Petarski just a little too much there. Ooh. Yes, Sebahar is the goaltender. I've been calling his name correct all day. They didn't do a goalie switch mid-game, but hard to see without those sleeve numbers. Got a text from an anonymous fan watching the game. He writes, "No chance you're going to ref a game. If you do, I'm coming to bang on the glass." Oh, wow, I've never seen that before. Puck comes on, they open the door for the penalty box door. It hits the skate of a player, enters in, the puck goes into the box, and the door shuts. Never seen that. I don't think you could recreate that. I mean, you try by 30, 40 pucks to try to even recreate that, and you couldn't do it. Tristan Will. Gets it in now. Back comes Munzel. Munzel enters the zone. Munzel's got a really sneaky habit. He stick handles the puck around the blue line a lot when he's got his offensive players. It's happened 2 or 3 times where it isn't offsides, but it's super close with his extra stick handle there around the blue line. Shot on tip, ping pongs around into the corner. We're almost to 3 minutes to go, and a block by Munsell. I'm gonna get my overtime rules out here. Pretty sure we play an overtime before we get to the shootout. EP won in the shootout last year in the semis, I believe. I know it was either the semis, and it was Jack Bianchi, the game-winning goal hero with the walk-off. Getting some kind of deja vu to that game right now. Here comes Crowley back. 1-on-3. Faulkner with some good hustle there. He goes down. Ehoff holds it, loses it. Tucker rattles one off the boards. Here comes Pohl into the skates. Pohl, good pressure there. Tucker bangs it in the corner. Around with Faulkner. Tucker pushes it out. Pushes some more. Here comes Sylvia. Sylvia to Ehoff. Ehoff out into Janal. Janal loses it. Now Kostelic flips it out to center. Crowley to Elva Krog. Good feed to Janal. Janal enters the zone. Minute 40 to go from Sylvia. Faulkner and Sylvia battle for it. Janal after it. They chip it out. Petarski's pass intercepted by Ehoff. Elva Krog. They're looking for too many there. That's a decent request, actually. And Munzel battles with Ryan. Nelson comes in as the enforcer. This one pops out. Heller can't catch up with it. 1 minute to go in the period right now. Crowley feeds it. Down low to Kaiser, cut off. Heller tries to clear, can't. Sarno tries to get it out. Petronik holds the zone. Heller, excuse me. Long pass, Munzel and Morrell will go after it. Kaiser with it. Jack Kaiser, one of the best squirts in Minnesota last year, enters the zone. Intercepted, picked off. Morrell poked off of his stick by Ehoff. 25 to go here in regulation. As I frantically look up the rules for our viewers to know what the overtime is going to look like. Meanwhile, I paged through 190 some kids with Division I commitments who played in the Big Pumpkin. It's an impressive list in our program. Big Pumpkin games. If teams are tied after regulation, there will be a 5-on-5, 5-minute running time overtime period. If still tied after overtime, there will be a 3-person shootout. Home team gets to choose first or second shot. If tied after 3 shooters, the shootout becomes sudden death. Teams are required to use all eligible skaters prior to choosing a skater for the second time. So I think 5-on-5, it favors Eden Prairie. I think shootout favors Eden Prairie. If this was 3-on-3, I'd say that favors Woodbury. It's running time. Eden Prairie is just playing for the shootout. Nothing against Sebahar, but Matt Scott is one of the best goalies in the state. Shootout plays to his advantage. And I have seen some crazy shootouts in my life. I saw a shootout with my own son's team in the Woodbury tournament 2013 that went to 33 shooters. And I'm not saying Charlie Jameson's one of the worst players, but he was not one of the top players. He was the 33rd shooter and won it on a walk-off at the Woodbury Bielenberg rink. It was crazy. They beat Edina's. Jake's team was the Pee Wee AA Jefferson, and they beat Edina's A team in the finals. It was crazy. Mason Nevers. There's just seeing there was like Edina had like 7 or 8 Division I players on that Pee Wee single A team that year. Pretty crazy game. All right, here we go. OT, 5 minutes running time. Period number 4, free hockey. Petronik feeds Nelson. Sylvia gets it. He'll stick handle it out. It's taken away by Nelson, but doing so, he had to bring it out to neutral. Petronik flips it into Kaiser. Now Nelson with it. Nelson, quick shot. Low shot, good play by Nelson. I like that shot. I don't know if it was by design or coach, but I love the shot. He's shooting it low, creating rebounds off of that. Sylvia and Crowley will battle behind the net, picked up by Sarno. 4 minutes to go. Sarno hooked a bit, no call. They flip one up, takes a weird carom off the glass. I think it hit that pad, that blue pad on the stanchion. Crowley gets it, gains the zone. Onto his backhand side, flips one low on net, and covering it is Matt Scott. It almost looks like Woodbury coaching staff said, keep that puck on the ice. We got to crash the net and get the rebounds. 3:30 and counting. Referees not allowing the late line change there. EP gets it out. Shipping it out is Erasmus. Munsell flips it. Back to the point, taken away. Chance in front, shot by Pole goes wide. Hard carom. Erasmus tries to get it out. Heller fires one long. Here comes Munsell chasing it. He's chased down by Sikic. Now Gorlitz crossed the red line. Gorlitz enters the zone, loses it in his skates. 2:22 on the clock. As the game grows closer, near the end, our audience numbers are just starting to grow. Like, check this out. We got ourselves a little upset alert here. Woodbury, a little bit on the ropes right now in overtime. 2 minutes to go. Sikic circles. Gets pushed off the puck by Munsell. Munsell after Tristan Will. Tristan Will cuts in. He's dangerous. Will shot and a glove save by Matt Scott. And the clock just keeps on ticking. Keeps on ticking. Minute 35 to go. And we get a timeout, Woodbury. Smart play. They know they got to score now because their odds tip the other way in favor of Matt Scott. They can get this thing to a shootout. Sebahar in the net, wearing number 88 for goalie. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, puck about to be dropped. 1:27 to go. Puck butts on net. Whistle blown. And Matt Scott makes the save. And gathers himself for 1 minute remaining in overtime. Back to the point. Shot in front. Nelson can't control it. Picked up by Elva Krog. Feeds it to Ehoff. Back in. Picked off by Morrell. Poked off the puck. They flip it out. That's going to, no, icing's not going to be called. It won't make it to the end line. Chasing it down is Petronak. 38 seconds to go. They feed it through. Ehoff will race it, and he wins it. Feeds it back to the point. Picked off Sylvia. Sylvia to Crowley. Loses an edge quickly and couldn't control it. Feeds one. Oh, he goes shallow angle. Sebhar makes the save. Feeds this one. It's a chance. Sylvia, can he get it to Crowley? Crowley can't get his stick on it. It bounces around. He loses his skate. Sylvia with it, though. 10 to go. Tristan Will, he kind of loses a little bit of an edge. 10 to go. 5 to go. Nelson with the shot. A good shot, too. And a blocker save by Matt Scott. His 42nd save of the game. We will go to a 3-person shootout. Holy smokes. Not a lot of goals, but lots of saves for Matt Scott. Needless to say, our lots of Matza player of the game will be Matt Scott, regardless of what happens in this shootout. Indeed, a great game. Not a lot of goals, though, but holy smokes. Didn't see this coming. Did not see this coming. The depth of Woodbury was just stymied by the goaltending of Eden Prairie. We got 128 live viewers to this game. It's impressive for 8 a.m. on a Saturday. People know. People know. Woodbury, instead of opting as the home team, they'd say, we're going first. Parker Gorlitz on the first shot. This is huge. If he can score here, this really will set the tone. Gorlitz cuts in, shot, goal! That was huge. Huge goal for Woodbury. Because if Matt Scott stops the first one, all 16 of those kids on the Woodbury bench go, oh no, more of this. Now the big time pressure on EP. Big time pressure now back in their court. And here's Sylvia. Sebhar way out. Cuts in, goes backhand shot, and he makes the save. Jacob Sebhar with a huge save, and the Predators win the first inning, 1-0. We are now on to the second inning. Jack Kaiser, he's a sniper. I'm guessing he's going shot as well instead of Deke. Starts off at the wide side, cuts in. Makes a move. Oh, he had the move too. Had him beat, but just fanned on it. Now Carter Crowley, the lone goal scorer for EP. He knows the rules. He knows what to do. He'll go to his backhand side. Fakes speed, fakes hands, cuts in, shot, goal. Absolute snipe from the youngest Crowley boy. And we're now tied 1-1. We're in the bottom of the second, and guess what? Tristan Will, who's absolute man-child, will come in on Matt Scott, who's deep in his own net, but he'll saunter out. He does. Here comes Will. Cuts in, fires, shot, goal. Tristan Will. They are 2 for 2. 2 for 2. And they lead 2-1, which means James Patrick Tucker will have to score for the Eagles to keep the game alive. He'll go to his forehand side. He cuts in, fakes, goes backhand, goal. James Patrick with his team on life support. Pops one in on the backhand. And we go to the bottom of the third. Can Pole keep the game alive? Can they win it right here? This goes straight in. Pole, forehand, goes backhand, shot, fires one wide. We are now tied. 2-2 after 3 shooters. We are now in sudden death shooting. No. Oh, wait. Yeah, they went first. They went first. That started sudden death. So this is, excuse me, this is for the win. This is for the win. Cutting in. Shot. Goal! And they win it! Jack Bianchi last year. Seiji Munsell this year. The number 1 seed goes down in the Big Pumpkin. What a game. What a finish. Hats off to Eden Prairie's Matt Scott, our Lots of Matza player of the game. We'll see Eden Prairie later on this afternoon in the semifinals versus the winner of Edina and Stillwater.
Is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great brew pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race, to be completely hydrated